guys, it's Melanie, and in this week's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a handmade coffee cozy. These I think are just really great fall projects, a great holiday project for your coworkers, maybe for your kids' teacher, or just some little fun handmade thing. You could put, a Starbucks gift card with it to make it just a little fun gift. It has the elastic and button feature on it, so it is adjustable for various sizes of coffee cups, not just Starbucks. This one I put an embroidery detail on it, so I'm going to show you how to do that as well. And yeah, let's get going. I'm going to show you all the steps on how to do it. Okay, the first thing I did was I kept a cozy from the last time I went to Starbucks, and I opened it up and I used that kind of as my pattern piece, my template. So I went ahead and traced around that cozy with a water-soluble or a disappearing ink pen, and you can see here, then you want to use a seam gauge or a ruler, and you want to mark an additional line on the outside, 1/4 inch. Basically, we're just making it 1/4 inch larger all the way around to account for our seam allowance. Once you have done that all the way around, that's where you're going to cut, is on that outside line with that 1/4 inch added. Use some fabric scissors and cut all the way around. The next thing you're going to do is basically use that piece with that additional 1/4 inch and cut out your lining piece and your batting piece. You can also use flannel. You're going to place your fabric right side up, your lining right side down so the right sides are together, and then the batting on top of that. Trim the outside edges just to make sure that you get a nice 1/4 inch seam all the way around. Sometimes it doesn't come out totally perfect. And then you're going to pin all the way around, and you're going to be leaving a space for our elastic and to turn it out. So see that space right there I just made? So backstitch really well over at the machine using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm using my 1/4 inch quilting foot, so it has that nice guide to make it easy going all the way around. Make sure you pivot on your corners, take your pins out as you go, and then as you get back around, you're not going to close it all the way up because we have to flip it. You're going to give it a nice good backstitch, and then you're going to trim those corners. Don't clip the seam, just kind of clip that outside seam allowance so you get a nice point. Flip it around, use your fingers or a chopstick if you need a little extra help. Once you get it flipped out, use your fingernail or the chopstick or a point turner to get those corners popped out. Give it a nice good press. And now we are going to add our elastic. In that little hole that we made, we're going to add the elastic. You can see there I kind of measured to make sure it was the right length. Use a pin, and then what we're going to do is head over to the machine and top stitch about 1/8 inch all the way around. I changed my foot out to my regular sewing foot and a coordinating thread. And so you'll see when I get around, you're going to do that top stitch, and that's going to keep the elastic in place. You can back stitch over it if you want to. I did not, but you can if you would like. Back stitch to finish it off. Now we're going to find our button placement. Just make sure that everything is lined up. Here's my cute little vintage button. You're going to double some thread and knot the end. And you're going to just bring the thread up and go around 4 or 5 times with that button. Then when you're done, you're going to, I'm going to show you right here, you're going to kind of just loop it around itself about 4 times or so to get a nice good knot on the back end. I'm using a hand quilting thread, so it's a much more durable thread. And that's pretty much it. You just trim your threads, and you are done with this version of the coffee cozy, this cute purple one. Just double check it, make sure everything is lined up, and there you go, all done. Now onto the arrow embroidery. What I did was use a necklace as an inspiration, and I used a water-soluble pen to draw out my design. Then I used my 4-inch embroidery hoop and attached my fabric. I used all 6 strands of an embroidery floss, and I knotted the end. I came up, and I'm just going to do a simple back stitch. I'm not going to go too slow in this video on the back stitch. I will link another embroidery video that I do have. If you're interested in seeing some more embroidery videos, just leave a comment below and I will try and make up some more for you guys. But this is just a back stitch, really simple, whatever design you want. This is a really great way to personalize it. You could add a monogram or some other sort of trendy design that you want to do. And then to finish it off, you're just going to flip your design around and go back around and knot that back back side. Then you're going to give it a good press and use that same pattern piece, our Starbucks Cozy. And this time I just eyeballed that 1/4 inch going all the way around. And then you're going to finish it up using the same purple tutorial that we used before. Okay guys, that was it. See how easy that was? Super simple. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions. I will try my very best to help you out. Don't forget to thumbs it up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!